Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're doing another comic episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's in a horror story in your kid's comic book with me tonight?
I am your resident Sonic slut, Phoebe Stanton, and man, it's just getting worse from here.
You are not wrong. We bring you another Sonic comic. This time we are here to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog Volume 5 Crisis City, the second volume of the Metal Virus Saga. Fucking A.
I told you, it's only gonna get worse before it gets better.
I don't even know if I even need to do memories, because I have none, because it's all my first time reading this. What do you remember from this before reading it?
Well,
For this episode.
For this episode, I remembered the absolutely insane design of one of our much beloved characters once they get the virus. I remember Sonic thinking that 2 jars would absolutely work for metal virus Chow. Of course, that doesn't work. And I remember them trying to evacuate and it going about as poorly as you could expect.
Okay. Oh, and I think I forgot to say that this came out in February of 2020. At least the trade did. It is hard to find that information, so I don't try.
Damn.
I mean, you can. You just have to, go through. I mean, I might be able to. 17 came out in May 2019. There we go.
Yeah, so this is a 6-year-old comic at this point. Good lord, this is a 6-year-old comic.
I mean, so this is filed under a kid's comic? This is not a fucking kid's comic story, in my opinion.
No, and it's gonna get a lot more interesting the further we go down this rabbit hole, both of the metal virus and what comes after. We are very, very much skirting the line, it feels like.
Mm-hmm. So we ended the last stuff ended where we actually did Tangle Whisper, but before that we found out the metal robot that has a metal virus and he's turning everything to metal. And the last issue ends with showing a bird covered in metal flying towards the city. I'm like, okay, this is how the city's going to get infected. Yeah. First, I want to talk about this cover. The 17 cover, which is also the cover of the trade, is Sonic surrounded by a bunch of zombots.
Yeah, and there's an interesting trend that goes with these 4 issues where whenever one person in the shot out of everybody else is infected, normally each infected individual gets their own color scheme. But when it's one amongst the many, all of the infected get a singular color because we are singling out that which is not part of us yet.
Oh, I did not catch that's what they were going for. I mean,
it feels like that's what they're going for because there's a later bit in, I think, either this issue or the next issue where this girl is going, no, I'm fine. I'm still me. And everybody else around her, I think, is monocolor.
Plus, this is essentially a zombie outbreak, is what they're going for in the Sonic world.
Yes. And there's only 2 types of people. There's zombies, and there are not zombies.
Well, in this case, zombots, but yes. I mean, they pretty much show, we're going on the zombie trope. See, we even got part of the name in there. Yeah.
And Eggman always gives him credit.
I'm surprised how we're only two volumes into this saga, and I think there's 3 more to go, if I remember correctly. And it is already fucking dark.
I can't wait for you to see where this goes.
And it's just gonna get darker, I bet. So this issue, besides the awesome cover, this issue starts off with some of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Team Chaotix.
Vector, SPO, Charmy. Well, they're missing a couple of the Chaotix, you asked me, but I know this is a Team Chaotix from Sonic Heroes, a game I need to play one day.
Oh, we're talking about Mighty.
Mighty's missing, Knuckles is missing. To be fair, the original Chaotix team also had a bomb on their team, too. So, not on the cover, though. I can guarantee he's not on the cover because I'm looking at the cover above my head right now as we speak. So, I really like Chaotix.
Yeah, and Chaotix thinks everything will probably be fine. It can't reach us that fast. We don't have to worry about it right now. The next client that steps in, bam, all of the zombots.
I like it, and I like how SPO tries to hit him with one of his kunai. Is that what that is, correct?
Yeah, it's a kunai.
Okay. And it just bounces off because, they're metal, because they're robots now. They're zombots. And Charmy's just about to go be a fucking idiot. Like, all right, let's punch him. Like, buddy, that's not how this virus works. You don't want to do that.
You definitely do not want to touch anybody here.
Hey, Vector's smart. In the next scene, he grabs a stop sign, starts beating the crap out of them with a stop sign. So, hey,
All right, so you missed the Easter egg then.
what Easter egg?
So when we get the shot of the face ship, love that name by the way, how dorky it is, pouring the metal virus on the skyscraper, you can actually see the street name on the right side of the panel, and it's the intersection of Oshima Street and Naka Street, aka Naoto Oshima and Yuji Naka, the creators of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, which is the one that went to prison?
Yuji Naka.
I knew one of them went to prison.
Maybe stop fucking with your taxes, kids.
I mean, like I always make that joke. You can get away with not paying a lot of your bills. Taxes is not one of them. You can rack up.
I would like to point out something. He hits somebody with the sign, and the girl's like waving goodbye. She's getting back in her car. I want you to remember this woman's design.
Oh,
Her spiked tail. It's not the same one later who is all like, no, I'm fine. But they look exactly the same. Their clothes are different. And I'm wondering if the artist and Ian Flynn wanted them to be like sisters or relatives, and one of them got out while the other one got infected.
okay.
That would be an absolutely brilliant use of non-verbal storytelling. Like a blink if you miss it, but if you do see it, oh crap.
Yeah, I didn't notice it at all, for the record. So I'm paying attention now, even though my vision's a bit blurry. I'm trying. If I had a nickel for every time I recorded a podcast with blurry vision, I have 2 nickels now.
What was the other one?
When I had pink eye, I recorded Resident Evil not Degeneration, the second one, Damnation.
Okay, to be fair, Resident Evil is like the perfect time to have pink eye.
So it was a terrible watch. Terrible movie, too. But
I've only seen Degeneration.
this time, it's thankfully not pink eye. I just had an eye exam to put eye drops in my eyes. And they're not dilated. I could drive home. I just apparently can't read. That's the problem.
Curses, but you can see the pretty pictures.
Kinda, yeah. If I take off my glasses, I can see better, but I gotta get close to the screen then. It's a weird sensation. Okay, and so when it does cut to the stuff with Amy and like they're like, hey, this city's under attack, they need help, and God, does it get bad quickly for her? Like it doesn't show it in this panel, but as the story progresses, it gets awful.
Yeah, and think about what this means. She took on the responsibility because the resistance was Knuckles' thing. The restoration is Amy's thing, and already it's being hit with an absolute whopper of a problem, and she is getting overwhelmed from second one.
There's no Knuckles because his dumbass is sitting on an island right now.
Yes, fair. But I mean, as we're going to see, nowhere is safe. We have a bunch of flying problems.
That is true. I mean, I do like how the Chaotix team does see how the infection works and that, like, the when the Zombot jumps, hits a tree, the tree gets infected. So they start understanding more about what they're doing. So they're trying to fight them in different ways, where SPO uses his kunai with a rope. I don't know how many of those he must have to tie up some Zombots. Like, they're trying to avoid them, and they're smart about it, even though Vector almost dies because he gets trapped until Sonic saves the day.
Well, sooner or later, you're going to get overwhelmed no matter what you do. You're in the middle of a city with a bunch of Zombots. And these aren't like remember that they're Zombots, not zombies. They can move normal speed.
Well, depending on your fiction of zombies, they can too move at the same, or they can run even.
Yeah. Rage virus,
even if they weigh 600 pounds, it looks like they can even run after you in a stupid zombie movie. So, hey.
I'm now trying to remember what you are.
Dawn of the Dead, the remake, Zack Snyder.
Oh, I like that movie. Hell with you.
That movie also took place in my hometown.
Hey!
But no, I don't like that movie. I saw it in theaters, and it actually upset me enough that I started to write my own zombie novel, which unfortunately doesn't exist anymore. But it did prompt me to write a book. I just wish I would have kept said book. Computers changed, and over time moving, I lost it.
Aww.
Makes me kind of sad, because at this point, I would have just published it in like some form. Like, here, there you go.
And also, if you notice, so originally, whenever Sonic ran around in our last volume, all of the virus was gone off of his body. But now, there's a lingering, because he's hit enough people. This is an exponential problem for him. The more he hits things, the faster the infection spreads, which means the faster he has to run to be able to burn it off at the same rate that he used to be able to burn it off.
Which is, I think, very interesting, too, that you can't escape the infection. I mean, which is the same idea, like in the zombie story, if you get bit, you're infected, it's over. Like, there is no, you might be able to stop it. You might even cut off your arm, per se, or your hand. You're still infected.
And the more he fights, sooner or later, he's going to hit a point where his speed will not be burning off that virus. It will spread even when he's running at his fastest. He has a time limit now.
Uh-huh. I'm curious to see where all this goes.
Well, we're going to get there in the last issue because I think there are some really interesting shots in issue 12. But for now, yeah, he saves Vector. And of course, there's this poor girl who looks exactly like the other one. And she, again, everybody is monochrome in this light bluish gray.
And they're not zombie. They're actual, still uninfected people.
We must single out that which is not like us.
It's a really nice choice. Give me 1 second. I have a call.
You're fine.
And so I do like that. And the way that they trap her with cars, it's essentially just to keep her there because she's infected. And they don't, it's a sad, but it also makes sense. In a zombie story, that stuff happens.
Yeah. And Vector knows that this is what he has to do, but he's feeling remorseful. And Charmy is so mad because we're talking about a little kid who's filled with hope. But you have to think logically during something like this.
Yes. But again, they also haven't been faced with something like this before either. So they don't really understand what's happening. And you also see, so Sonic's still running around. He tells them to take the people to the dock, and then they have a ship coming, and you see parts when they're rescuing them, and then Charmy's dumbass flies back to check on that person, and then gets captured and turned into a zombie. But you don't see it, but you know what's happening.
Yeah. And read the number. Read how many people they saved in a full city.
Like 60 something, isn't it? It's not very high.
136 people out of a whole city.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. It depends on what your definition of a city is. Phoebe, where you live, that might be what, half your city?
I'm not answering that question. 'Cause I don't live in a city.
I know.
They might like to think it is, but they're adorable.
But no, you're right. That is fucking tragic when you think about like how many people this virus has infected and how many people are lost at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
because it's my high school.
Because I'm assuming since this is a comic book that it'll be fine because I'm assuming Charmy's not dead for the rest of this IDW series. I'm assuming.
No, of course not.
Sure. So, but it's definitely fucking dark as fuck. Like you start taking out. I wouldn't say Charmy's a main character, but a side character, an important side character.
No, but we are going to see a main character get taken out.
I read these four, and I was a little shocked. So, and then as I always say what the ad is, the ad for this one is Tangle and Whisper, and an ad for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Amazing Adventures, which is the 2012 style.
Oh, I didn't know there was one for that.
I didn't either. Who knows how long it went, but yeah. I just kind of like saying what the ads are because it kind of takes you to a different place. So then that brings us to issue 18, which is Sonic the Hedgehog, Victims of the Meadow Virus is on the cover. That is a cool fucking cover,
It's such a good cover.
You got the robot guy. I don't know who he is. Like, I know I read his name in the comic book, but I don't recognize the character otherwise.
This is like so complicated. So do you know what Vanilla's and Cream's first appearance was?
Isn't it Sonic Advance 1 or 2?
It's Sonic Advance 2. So there was a robot named Merle, and that's from Sonic Battle, if memory serves, the weird fighting game that's on the Game Boy Advance, which I never got to play. And then Gemmerl, who's kind of, I don't know if he's an upgrade or a later robot from the same civilization, etc., is from Sonic Advance 3.
Okay.
So we're pulling in all of the warriors for this comic.
Like, I know who Cream is, because I played Sonic Advance 1, that's it. But at some point in my life, I had a random game magazine that talked about and had like a little walkthrough for Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3, which I read multiple times, because when I was a kid, anytime you'd have a guy that would publish like how a level looks, like they had every screen next to each other, like the Metroid games, I used to love following that.
Love that sort of thing.
I mean, I think it's gone now, but I used to really like that because I wouldn't play a lot of these games, but I would follow the map. Like, oh, okay, this is cool. This is how it looks. And so that's how I know who Cream is. I don't think I've ever actually played the games with her in it. I mean, Sonic Heroes, she's in, right?
Yeah, she's in Sonic Heroes because Chocola is from Sonic Heroes.
Okay. I had no memory of that. Sonic Heroes, I need to remedy that hopefully next year if someone decides to put it on the schedule. Me. But we'll see. I got one Sonic game on the schedule so far for next year. We'll see. I kind of want to. Oh, and then this is when you get your first, after you see the cover in a couple pages, then you have Cream's map, which is the story so far. And I love how it looks like a little kid drew it.
Wait, what?
You don't have this?
No, take a picture, please. I need to know what this looks like.
Okay, so what they do is for each of these, of the next, at least the next 2 issues I can speak of for sure, they do a map by Cream, which shows you where characters are, what's going on with said characters, and it's also drawn like a child's drawing with crayon.
No,
like
on the left side
home.
of mine, I have the issue art. And then the right page of this 2-page spread is Starline talking to Eggman.
Posting the image for you in the Discord chat. But like it has like Central City, like it just shows a lot of cool stuff. It shows Seaside City and Charmy's crossed off with an X to show that he's no longer with them. It has Knuckles on Angel Island.
This is fucking adorable.
Uh-huh. It looks like a kid's drawing because Cream is a kid.
Here's my one problem, and I hate what I'm about to say. I'm looking at Amy's face, and all I can see is fucking Chris Chan's Sonichu, and I just want to rip my hair out.
Why?
We don't talk about that person.
Oh, and so, yeah, you're right. Then the next part is showing Dr. Starline and Eggman when he's destroying a small village to upset Sonic. Essentially just upset Sonic and kill his friends.
It's a veritable minefield. Let's just lay a bunch of random villages to dust. Make multiple little vectors. But also, I know Sonic has a friend here. Fuck Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, it just shows you how much of an asshole he is that he's trying to kill a little kid.
Yeah, because Sonic.
Yeah. I never knew Cream's mother was a character. Is that from anything else, or this is the first?
She is in Sonic Advance 2, along with Cream. She is also, I'm very certain she's in Sonic X.
Never watched that show.
It's a great show.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, I don't care enough. I've noticed that's a thing with me.
Have you played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2?
Never beaten Sonic Adventure 1.
Congratulations, you've watched Sonic X.
Okay. It's on my to-do list someday. Hey, I do plan to play one Sonic game with you before this year is over, so that you've already beaten. But we'll talk about that after the show.
Hell yeah.
So that's my plan at some point. I also thought about doing the Sonic Advance games, because those are short, and I might need a lot of short games to finish this year off, so we'll see. But no, you have Cream and Vanilla, and then you have the little robot who's her protector, I guess.
Yep, Jamaro. I
do like this. When it does cut back to Starline, it's when Starline starts realizing that Robotnik doesn't have a way to control these, and he doesn't have a plan. Like, it's just chaos. It's chaos uncontrolled.
And like that's what we brought up in the past, is chaos versus lawful evil. What Starline is realizing is Starline likes to go through multiple iterations. He goes through an alpha phase, and then he builds the beta, and then the final product gets released. Like a good engineer should do. And Eggman is so brilliant that his alpha build does work. Let's not be insane here. It does work. But he goes, the alpha's fine, and releases it.
But because it's Eggman. I mean, there's a reason why Eggman has failed so many times against Sonic.
He's an egotistical maniac who thinks, no matter what, that he's going to win this time.
I mean, even while he's probably dropping this metal virus, he probably told people, I'm the president of healthy citizens.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Mike, please.
I worked it in there.
You did. Congratulations.
There's my dumb joke. But I do like when the robot sees Sonic, he's like, must terminate, you're infected, which he's not wrong. Sonic is pretty fucking infected at this point.
And we're going to see it's going to get even worse just in these 3 issues. And that's also the other fun thing is Eggman says, I can fix it in post. I'll patch the virus up later. Can you? But can you? If they're not listening right now, what makes you think that the parts of the virus that are already out in the world you can reprogram? You would have to get close to them. But these later Zombots have no loyalty.
No, it's the same idea with zombies. You can't control zombies. It's the same, it's like the idea that, like in the Resident Evil movies do it, and I don't know if the games maybe do it too, but like the idea of dropping and infecting the enemy so they fight amongst themselves, but at the same time, you still gotta clean up something because it doesn't work. It's not a controllable army.
Yeah.
Same idea here.
And what's Eggman's response? You took me out of my good mood. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah, stress eating always helps. So,
have you seen Eggman?
yes, I have.
And Starline's smart enough to ask Orbot, hey, he's supposed to be hyper brilliant. What's going on here? And Orbot tells him the truth. It's about 50-50 on how much of it is I just want to beat Sonic versus how much of it is actual genius. Big idea, big execution. Sonic shows up. Eggman screws himself because he can only fixate on Sonic. Rinse, repeat.
It's also very much about the idea of what hatred, revenge will do to you. Because you can be a genius, but if you're focused on your enemies and all you're trying to do is revenge, it doesn't, it's not going to work.
Yeah, he could. Eggman is driven by emotion, whether he wants to believe so or not. At the end of the day, emotion takes over.
Yes.
And hatred makes you stupid as hell.
It does. You will make bad decisions. People don't get that for some reason.
Yeah, like tariffs and everything.
Yes. Well, those are bad decisions for a reason. It was called, how can we tax the people without telling them we're taxing them? That's what that was called. I do like the little flashback when it shows when Sonic fought Galadriel. I'm assuming that level is from the Sonic game you were mentioning earlier. Maybe.
Let me double check.
Because you said it was 3 he's from, right?
Yeah, he's from Sonic Advance 3. I'm just trying to find the flashback. I might be crazy now. There it is. Yeah, that's from Sonic Advance 3.
Okay. I need to play that. I need to play all 3 of those again.
I played Sonic Advance 1 and 2. I've never beat 3, but I played a little bit of it.
I might change that in the following month. Especially if I'm only 3 games short. I know 3 short games. Ha!
Yay!
Oh, and then I do like this little scene you have with these dumbasses where Sonic is running into a forest and someone's trying to light a fire. Like, we're going to burn down the forest so they can't get to us. And he's like, you'll just die in the fire instead.
Yeah, but we don't know how much of a valid point that might be.
Oh, it's good to kind of show what. Also, I feel like it's very much showing what people do when they're in fear. They make irrational decisions, and that's kind of what that is.
Yeah,
that's how I took it.
We don't know if this would work or not. It also I feel like these two are supposed to be based off of something.
It could be. They have distinct looks. I have no idea who they are, but they do have distinct looks. So it could be.
Yeah, maybe. I might be crazy here. Let me do one quick Google search.
I'll keep talking then. But yes, you are crazy. But I do like when the 2 Chows attack the Zombot, and then they both get infected, and then you just start to see one of them going, chow, chow, as the infection is taking completely over. And, like, at least Vanilla was smart, and she gets Cream the fuck out of there, tries to until Sonic saves the day, because more Zombots.
Well, Cheese and Chow are little adorable warriors.
I don't remember much about the Chow, like these 2. Oh, and then you do see them as Zombots too.
Yeah, with shark teeth. Terrifying.
This is when he shoves them in jars.
Are spiky.
The thing I was thinking about is that, like, when he puts them in jars, like, I thought at first he was going to, capture them and take them home to Tails to, maybe test out a smaller object to see how this infection works.
No.
That's not what he did.
He's just going to put a jar on the ground, upside down, with no cap.
And did he know that glass is breakable?
He probably didn't think an adorable little Chow could break something like that. But I've played the Chow Garden. I know what happens in Chow Karate. They fucking destroy each other.
I do remember it being really, really cute, though.
Yeah, but watching a Chow roundhouse kick and one-shot another Chow. A glass jar is not going to work, my dude.
Mm-hmm. And it does not, as we see, because, like, pretty much right after he does that and runs away to go to Sunset City, because I think he gets word that, Sunset City is under attack, you see them both breaking out of the glass. You know they're coming right back.
Oh, yeah. He did nothing. But he thinks he did, because normally that would work. Nobody knows what's going on with this thing.
And then that's the end of the issue. I do like the little, like, because each issue always ends with a little, like, this is what's coming next. And this one, it says, next time, Sonic and Team Dark battle for Sunset City. Another fucking reference to Sonic Heroes.
That's because they are Team Dark.
I know, but it's just like, play Sonic Heroes, you idiot. That's how I feel each time I read that. Can you tell that game has affected me in a weird way?
I can tell.
I bought that game for a decent price because I was really excited for it, and I did not like it because it wasn't Sonic Adventure 2. And I thought it was going to be kind of like more of that. And I was just kind of let down with the game, and I have never really went back and played it since then.
So what's the ad?
There are 2 ads in this one. well, just like the last one, Tangle and Whisper again. And then the other ad is, oh yeah, Revolution! Art Battlezar. I know. I had no idea what the fuck it is. I think.
What?
I'm looking at it looks like Transformers, G.I. Joe, and then some other stuff, and I have no idea what this is.
It's probably another big IDW crossover event like what Infestation was.
It's definitely some crossover event, but there are other characters that I don't know what they're from. I don't have a way to describe them, nor do I care enough to try, for the record.
No, don't. We're here for Sonic.
I mean, the ads are interesting. Like, I don't know, I just find it interesting to see what ads they have in these things, so, But then that brings us to issue 19.
God, that cover art.
What is this cover? Oh, that is a good cover with Shadow and Omega and Ruse all on the cover.
And the 5 different Sonics that are bouncing around at super speed, making sure not to touch any of the friends.
That's cool. He goes through a lot in here.
Yeah. We'll get there.
You keep saying, you act like it's going to get worse, Phoebe. I don't believe that.
No. I mean, there's a thing in issue 20, right near the end.
Oh, okay.
That I want to point out. Oh, that's what this is.
Yes, I just sent Phoebe the link of whatever the fuck that thing I was just describing is.
I recognize the art style because it's like Itty Bitty Hellboy, and I know that's the same artist, but what the fuck is this?
No idea. That's why I sent it to you. So
I think that's a G.I. Joe character in front of Optimus.
It's definitely a G.I. Snake Eyes, and I forgot her name, but the female with red hair. Those are definitely G.I. Joe characters.
Oh,
I don't know if you can
it's
see
not Huntress. It's like Baroness or something.
No, Baroness is the villain with black hair and glasses.
Oh my god.
I know a little bit about G.I. Joe because I had a lot of G.I. Joe figures when I was a kid, and I did watch the dumb cartoon.
I also have seen a cartoon or two and a movie or two.
Seen 2.
Yeah, there are only 2. Well, unless you count
there's more.
I have seen the live action first 2.
There's more than 2.
I know there's a Snake Eyes one. Don't remind me.
Haven't seen that. I have little interest.
Don't want to.
So I have a question for this one. So this issue starts off with Sunset City. This is a flashback showing how it was demolished by some big robot. Is that from one of the games?
I'm going to assume this is a Forces reference.
Okay. Damn it, we both need to play that. Hey, good news, it's on the show in March or February.
Yeah, we should probably do Sonic Mania before that, because it is a prequel.
I don't want to rewrite the schedule.
Okay, it's fair.
Sonic Mania has actually been on the schedule more than once, but never actually happened. It always gets removed before I get there. I don't really know why. I've just have never been able to stick with... That game's short, too. That could be almost a mini, maybe.
See?
Okay, enough of that. Okay, that does make me curious, though. Then you see Sonic fighting people and trying to save, and you see all these people in a building higher up, hiding from them, and you have Omega trying... And this is the first time you see Omega in these comics. So only thing I know about Omega is he's in Sonic Heroes, and that's it. I don't know anything about the character, really.
He hates Eggman. That's all you need to know. That is his entire character arc. He's a former Eggman robot who really, really hates Eggman and literally anything Eggman based.
Okay, so that's why he's like, this is Eggman related, must destroy, murder, everything.
Yeah. Is this a robot? I mean, technically, was it created by Eggman? Yes, kill!
Okay, that makes more sense, because I was kind of confused, because he tries to almost kill Sonic, he's trying to kill everything, and I'm like, okay.
You are looking at the Hulk with guns.
Okay. Yeah, except his ending isn't much like the Hulk.
Fair.
So, I don't know if we'd go with the Hulk, but alright, we can go with the Punisher.
Don't do this.
Don't do that. I really do like when you see the hotel and they have cars lined up around as a barricade and you have SWAT members trying to fight back.
I just realized when he says exterminate, he's using one Zombot as a club to hit all the other Zombots. He's beating people with a person. I somehow missed this each time.
I mean, it works. I mean, to be fair, you can't really kill the Zombot that we saw earlier.
Oh, no.
That they don't die.
You can slice them in half. They just
reform.
1,000.
So, I mean, I think they did that on purpose, too, because if they did it differently, I mean, there would be a lot of characters
kid.
that don't ever show back up.
It's not blood. You can read this.
No. I mean, they also couldn't, if it had been all bloody, I don't think that would work for,
that good old E rating.
It would not have an E rating then. I do like it, and then this is when the truck shows up and Shadow's driving a big fucking truck, which just made me think of Sonic Adventure 2. I can't be the only one.
Escape from the City.
Yeah. Why is it just you saying that one sentence, a song started playing in my head. So
Because
thanks.
you're rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Got to follow your rainbow.
You didn't sing it though, madam.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
And look at what happens. Shadow comes out of the 18-wheeler. I'm not going to indulge you.
I noticed. I know.
And-
Completely went. You right. Change the subject. Kept going.
And look at Sonic. He is all silver.
Uh-huh. It's very fucking interesting because it's like he is so close to getting completely infected. I mean, yes, he burns it off, but he never actually is able to stop it.
And
we
meanwhile,
kind of get more of that.
Shadow is using those wonderful jets and chaos arrows of his, so that way he's not technically touching anybody.
But he's still stupid because he does that for a little bit, and then he gets dumb and he grabs one and chokes him and throws him.
He has an ego. That's the problem.
I do want to talk about the part where Sonic has to run off the virus, so he runs to what looks like Green Hill Zone in the background. You can even see a loop and stuff. It's fucking great.
It's still on his quills, on the tips. It's still on his elbows.
So I was surprised what they do with Shadow, because Shadow gets infected, and then he keeps hitting them because he's like, I don't run, and he's just stupid. He just stays there because, like you said, his ego, and next thing you know, you see him getting pulled down while he's pretty much almost completely covered in ooze.
Yeah, the ultimate life form has been taken.
Oh yeah, because we keep saying, you can't infect the ultimate life form. Well,
I think you can, buddy.
You think a little bit would have, proved that. You think.
And then the final page, just that full body shot of an infected Shadow, and he is terrifying.
Yes. And it says next time, Sonic and Omega versus Zombot Shadow. I did not see this coming, so I was surprised. And I was very excited for the next issue. And the ad in this one is Canto number 1. I have no fucking idea what this is.
Pokemon comic?
Nope, he's a little knight looking guy.
What?
No idea. Search Canto, and the O is a cross.
Oh, Canto. I typed in Kanto and I got the new god from Apocalypse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea what this is, but it exists. And then that brings
I don't
us...
want anything connected to Limbus Company. What the hell?
I have no idea. All right, so then that brings us to issue 20. The cover of 20 is Shadow in the background as a Zombot and Shadow screaming. That's a cool cover.
That's all you need.
And you do get another cream map again, and this time Shadow is crossed out.
Oh, that's great.
This is a good issue. Like, it just starts off with Shadow and Sonic fighting, and when Shadow runs because he's not completely in charge of his form, like he can't go as fast because he doesn't know how to use his shoes the same. I like that.
Yeah, and so let's think about that. Thank God he can't use Chaos Spear / Chaos Arrows anymore. Imagine a Zombot with the ability to use Chaos Energy weapons. That's terrifying.
Chaos Control!
Yeah, I know. The ability of a Zombot to teleport? No!
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then as they're fighting, you have off with the citizen that they did rescue from the building, and Omega gets caught by all the Zombots and gets ripped apart.
Yeah, oh my god, so brutal. Shadow himself just rips out Omega's literal guts.
Mm-hmm. It's quite impressive.
But hey, Omega was smart enough to understand the situation. Shadow, no longer my friend. Sonic, not my friend. You're both infected. One of you is less infected than the other one. The other one has to go down.
It is definitely, I did appreciate it. And then Tails and, what's his name?
Silver?
Yeah, Silver show up. And then pretty much Tails saves Omega. Silver lifts people up with his green aura. And then Sonic is able to escape.
Yeah, look at how weak Sonic is as he gives that thumbs up.
Yeah, he's getting fucking weak from all this too. Like, he is just, because I think he says it in this issue where it's like, I can barely sleep.
No, I have to take 3-hour naps or so. I'm taking these short naps. I can't afford anything else. But that's the fun part is we see Sai at the...
Phoebe, if he took a 5-hour nap, would you call that a full night's rest before his
Yes.
work? Okay, just wondering what you would say.
Yes, I would. Go to hell. Yeah, no. Look at what happens at the Restoration HQ. Which, by the way, is in the middle of nowhere. In this dilapidated wasteland. Which kind of makes sense when you think about how you have to hide from Eggman.
Well, and you have to hide from a zombie apocalypse you can't just go wherever you want. You need to be somewhere very secluded.
Yeah, and he sighs just for Cream to show up. And he instantly changes his stature and everything because he has to keep face. But as we see in a page or two, he really is getting more and more worried. Like, every time somebody comes up and talks to him, he's all cheery. But in any shot where it's just himself or he's in the background, he looks defeated. Have you ever seen Sonic this defeated before?
No. And he should be. I mean, it makes sense that he feels that way because they're losing. They're losing badly, and he's infected, and they don't have a way to stop it.
Yeah. This is the first time, I think, in any bit of Sonic media, besides maybe the American movies, that we have ever seen Sonic truly lose hope.
Yeah,
and
that's fair. I really should watch those movies.
Oh god, they're so good.
I've only seen the first one.
They get better with each one.
I didn't like the first one was fine.
They get better with each one.
That's what I've heard from you and other people. It'll happen at some point. All right. And then after that, this is when Tails comes up with a bracelet that is a way to help track how the infection works so they can try to figure out maybe how to stop it or cure it or something. So, I mean, that's interesting.
We need to do something.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying. Tails is very intelligent, and I do appreciate that they do that with him in here. They try to show how intelligent of a character he is.
I also do appreciate that Omega is just like, just give me a jaw. I'll bite them.
I am curious to see what's going to happen with that, because Tails even says I'm going to have to make him a new body.
Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
No.
He just reminds me a lot of the... Omega reminds me of the Black Knight. Like, he could lose his both arms, and he's like, I will kick you now.
I know the reference because I've lived on the internet, but I've never actually seen the movie.
You have to. Oh my god.
I know. I've tried once and I couldn't do it, but if I make it for a recording, then I'll force myself.
I would happily join that recording. I love that movie.
It's on my sort of to-do list. Sort of.
Yeah. Tails gives Sonic a bracelet. How many volumes do we have left of this?
I think 3, but I could be wrong because it's hard to completely figure out because this doesn't end till 32. So we have, 3 more.
3 more.
I know, we're only halfway done. Well, this is technically 5, but we also have Tangle and Whisper, which is part of this, but at the same time didn't really have anything to do with it. The next saga is even longer.
God. Yeah.
Eggman's Legacy is
long. Oh man, that one's gonna also be really fun.
But we'll get there. And then this issue ends with Starline being upset, and I guess he's looking at computers or something, and he sees some information about when Robotnik had the Lost World game. Is that Colors?
That's Lost World.
Oh, that's what it's called?
That is the originally Wii U exclusive Sonic game.
Oh, okay.
That is now on Steam. Huh. Also, I am going to have to send you some of these alt covers, like these B-tier
would you believe
covers.
It? I own it on Steam.
Oh, Lost World?
Yeah.
Hey, so do I. As well as Murder, which we will do eventually.
Sooner or later.
And X Shadow Generations and Mania. I still have to get Forces, though.
That I don't own. Forces gets dirt cheap sometimes. You should buy it, because we're going to talk about it in March.
I know. I will tell you something funny off the recording about another game that we will be recording soon.
Okay. And then so Starline kind of sees that, so it gives you the idea that that's going to be kind of the plan coming up here, is that he's going, because those robots, or those, whatever the hell they are in Lost World, were able to control his Robotniks. Or not Robotniks.
Whatever
the fuck they're called.
Deadly 6 or Lethal 6 or whatever.
Yes. Sinister 6, you mean?
That's what they are.
You're welcome. So that will come up at some point, and I'm curious, because, and that's where the issue ends, and that ends the volume. But the title for the next one, next time, A Trio of Tales as Everything Comes Down to the Last Minute. And the ad is Tangle and Whisper for this one. Again, they really wanted people to read that book.
Yeah, it's because Tangle and Whisper is needed for what's coming later, and also is just a damn good book.
And the next volume is called... I just clicked the damn button. Last Minute and the Catalyst. A long name.
So real quick, because in the back of each of the IDW collections, there's like the B and C tier covers, the true alts, okay. I think, or just alternate covers that could have happened. Check your phone real quick. Like, these are so good.
Okay, these are really good covers that you just sent me.
The ones for all 4 Tangle and Whisper issues are so much better than the actual covers for Tangle and Whisper. Not that I don't love Tangle and Whisper issue 3, but these are infinitely better.
You just really like Tangle and Whisper.
I do like Tangle and Whisper. I love my I don't want to say my lesbian team. But I ship them.
Accurate. So we don't know yet.
What was
Unless
the
maybe
ad for
I don't
this
know
one?
yet. Maybe you know.
I don't.
Okay.
It's just a fan thing.
Oh. I guess Volume 6 is called The Last Minute. Okay, that's a cool ass fucking cover for the trade. All right.
That's a good name.
I'm excited to read that one next.
So what was the ad for issue 20, did you say?
Just Tangle and Whisper again.
Oh. So Mike, things are getting worse.
They fucking are. And I was not expecting this to be such a dark saga.
We've lost a few major players. We've lost Omega. We've definitely lost Shadow and Charmy.
Charmy, I wouldn't. Okay. Mega Player and Charmy, those are words that don't go together. Shadow, yes. Omega, I'll take it. I don't know enough to be able to give you a accurate answer, but I know enough with Charmy to be like, nah, I don't think so.
Fair enough.
Charmy's kind of an idiot.
He just wanted to save people, Mike.
Yes, but it's a zombie apocalypse.
I know.
If you're infected, it's unfortunately that's just how it goes. If we ever have a real zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna have to. That's my mindset. Hopefully, it never happens. But that's my mindset. If there's no cure, well, you're infected. You don't have a choice. You know, that's how it goes. I have thought about this before. I used to be really, really into like zombie stuff. I even read a zombie novel once that somebody wrote. It was okay.
Oh, I've got a few.
So, because I wanted, like I said, I wrote one. I was really trying to, because I was inspired by that movie because it pissed me off. So I wrote my own zombie novel, which I wish I still had. It doesn't exist. Also, I never finished getting it from written to a computer. I was mostly there, but I never completely finished the project.
If you start writing again, I'll start writing again.
Yeah, I do too much right now.
We will feel each other's ventures.
I mean, I have been encouraged to write because my good friend Cody Laveau, who's been on the show from time to time, he wrote a book, which I have a signed copy of it above me upstairs. But I have, like, if he can do it, I can do it. If I was to go back into writing, it would consume a lot more of my time, and I already have a project that consumes all my time, so
fair.
I can't do that right now.
Very fair.
And this is my artistic endeavor. Hey, maybe this show blows up someday, and I'm a known like character on the internet. I'll be like, okay, I'll write a book too. You know who I am now. So I am not known. Yes, well, a little bit. I do show up, but not. I'm not an internet personality.
Not yet.
Give it time. I'm trying, but my name does pop up on the internet, so I do like that. All right, shelf stacker box. Phoebe, why don't you go first?
I'm gonna put this on the shelf. It goes places that you are not expecting. It is so much darker than you would expect a Sonic thing to be, and it continues to pave a way towards a very scary ending.
Oh, did it get worse?
I mean, it doesn't get. It will get better. Don't worry, but it will be fun.
I am curious. So I'll go next. I'll put this on the shelf too. This was a good 4-issue series that really like shocked me with how dark and where they're going with this. Places I did not expect, and we got 3 more volumes to read of this before we're done with this saga. It's damn good. I am definitely excited to read more. All right, and so at some point you will hear us talk about volume 6. I don't know when. It won't be this month. I can tell you that much because this month is almost completely full. But you will hear it, yes. And Phoebe, where can people find you at?
You can find me over on Twitter and Blue Sky as LP Princess, over on YouTube and Twitch as Let's Play Princess, and on many wonderful podcasts such as the one you're currently listening to right now, A Gamer Looks at 40, Jack Billing Presents King of the Big House, and as one of the co-hosts of Nerds of Broadcast.
All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, there's already 900 episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon. So those vote in our Patreon polls. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. And if you donate $10 or more, I will give you a shout out like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, that you already heard from, and Zach, absolutely the best podcast of Work in Progress, talk about the MC movies, MCU adjacent movies, and they are currently talking about Predator and Alien franchise. And so far, I know they've done at least Predator 2, so they're making progress. They might have done more, I'm just not aware. And I'm just recording it, but probably done more than that. So when you finally hear this at the end later on this month. And if you want to be a part of the show, if you want to suggest things for the show, join the Discord. It's free. We're always happy to have new people join us, chat with us, suggest things for the show that I will get to eventually. I'm trying. gotten some done. So definitely go check that out. And it's how you be on the show. I'm always asking for new voices all the time. I do tons and tons of episodes. So great way to be on the show and be a part of the show if you want to be. I'm always happy to. All you need is a microphone. Right. And give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro creator, Helena at Hell Has Free. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And check out A Gamer Looks at 40 of Bill Tucker. He is back. Had his first episode come back. He's back. So check him out. If you heard this, he probably has a few out by now. So go listen to his show if you haven't listened to it in a bit. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and review Forget the Podcast. That's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.